Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Obviously, I was gone for a while where I didn't just post any videos and I didn't review any movies, but now I'm gonna go back, review some of the stuff that I missed, and I'm gonna start off with Prey. This is a Predator prequel that takes place a bunch of years before the actual Predator movies that came before. And this was a movie I don't know much about, and before reviewing it, let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think of this movie? Did you watch Prey? What were your expectations watching this movie? Like, have you seen any other Predator movies? And are you a big fan of the franchise, or are you someone that hasn't seen anything like me? I'd love to know your thoughts. With that said, I'm gonna start out talking about this movie. Like I said, I've not seen any of the other Predator movies before this movie, so I just went into this movie completely blind, not knowing what to expect, because I don't know anything about the franchise or anything about the Predator in general. So I was completely new to the franchise when I was watching this movie, and I have to say, as someone that hasn't seen any other Predator movie, I think this is a really solid thriller. I really enjoyed this movie from beginning to end. It kept me engaged, and even though there's some things about it that I don't like, overall it was a really good experience, and I think it's one of the best movies I've seen all year. The movie starts off with our main character, who is, I forgot her name, but she's a female, and no one else thinks that she can hunt, but she believes that she can hunt. So she goes outside, she tries to hunt animals and stuff, but no one else wants her to do that. They just want her to stay safe. But she wants to do it because that's her passion. That's what she wants to do. And throughout the entire movie, we follow this character, and she goes up against the Predator in the movie. And I think the character herself, I think she's a really good character. The actress that plays her did a really good job, because you could really root for her the entire time throughout the movie. And there were characters that are kind of bullying her, I guess. They don't want her to hunt, so they're making fun of her, like the male characters, which I found annoying. I don't like it when they do that in movies. It's just kind of a cliche at this point. But in this movie, because it takes place so long ago, and because our main character is so easy to root for, I really did enjoy what they did with her character. And throughout the entire movie, she's just really great on screen. She gets a lot of great action sequences, and the action in this movie, even when she's not on screen, even if it's just the Predator and some other creature or some other person, it's just awesome. It's brutal, it's violent, it's very bloody, but it gets really, really, really intense. The action is choreographed really well. The different styles are really cool. The way everyone fights is a little bit different. So whenever they go up against the Predator, it's really interesting to watch. And even if the Predator is just destroying them, it's still really entertaining just because it's so brutal and violent. The story of the movie is obviously pretty straightforward, but it is pretty intense to watch just because of the way everything plays out. I think the direction is really cool. The cinematography is great. And when you're watching it, especially in the action scenes or in some of the chase scenes and stuff, the action and the cinematography really blend together really well. And the way everything is shot is really well done. And it's also really good to look at. The color palette is beautiful. And when you're watching the movie, you can really feel like you're part of the movie. And I really appreciated that about it. I kind of wish I got to see this movie in a theater just because how cool it was, but it got released on Hulu, and I'm kind of glad it was too, because even if I wanted to watch it in theater, I probably wouldn't have seen it in a theater just because I don't know anything about the Predator franchise. If it did get released in the theaters, I'd probably just wait until it got onto streaming and then watch it. Not because I don't like the movie or I wasn't interested in it, just because I haven't seen any of the other Predator movies, so I don't have as much interest in it going into it as other people would. But even watching it on my television screen, it was still really cool. It was, I think, just really well shot. The action, like I said, is really cool. There's a lot of great music. It's just really entertaining. I really like the brutality of the Predator in this movie. The way every time the Predator shows up, you're just scared of what's gonna happen to the characters, because we see at the beginning itself, we see him just kill a bunch of animals. So when he goes up against humans, it is brutal, and I love the way they portrayed the Predator in this movie. I do think that the movie sometimes is kind of slow. I do have some issues with it just because of that. Some of the pacing is a little bit off, especially in the beginning, because we don't see the Predator fight any humans at the beginning. It's halfway through the movie where that actually happens, but I think after that, it's all really fun and really entertaining. But before that, sometimes I did feel like the movie was losing a little bit of steam. And like I said, I don't like how the male characters always like kind of humiliate the female character, who's our main character in the story. I did find that a little bit unlikable. But other than that, I think this movie was really good, and overall, it was just a really good experience to watch. So I'm gonna give Prey a B plus on an entertainment scale. It's like an 8.25 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie from beginning to end, and honestly, I would love to rewatch it. Like I said, I think it's one of the best movies I've seen all year, and it's also a really good experience. I kind of wish I got to see it in a theater, but I think it's just a really good movie. And if you haven't seen it yet, I definitely recommend it. Let me know down in the comments if you've seen Prey. What did you think about the movie? If you enjoyed my review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.